My name is Becky Moreland. I'm the founder and director of Rahab Ministries in Akron. Rahab is a ministry for women that have been caught up in prostitution, drugs, alcohol, and trafficking. And we meet them where they're at, and we help to bring them to a new reality of life and where they're able to be. Rahab Ministries started 12 years ago, and just by somebody challenging me to get out there and see what I can do to make a difference. I was drawn to these women that were broken, and I heard about another place in Chicago that reached out to these broken women, and it just kind of drew me in. It is a tough population, and the reason I say that, and I'm so glad that I did stick with it, but the reason I say that is you see a lot of hurt, you see a lot of pain, you see a lot of women that don't make it. We recently, in the last couple of weeks, had a woman that was 29 found dead with a needle in her arm. So those are the kind of things that we endure in being in this ministry. So yeah, it is a difficult population. I had no idea.
Well, obviously, you keep doing it, so why?
Because there's some that do. And the women that you see have a whole different lifestyle, and you know where they came from, and you just want them to hang on for some hope, and they do, and then they start getting a little self-confidence, a little more self-esteem. Then they will maybe go back to school and get some education. They will find a new job. Some have gotten married. I've been to many weddings. I've been to many childbirths. That's why I keep going back, because I see a lot of success, I see a lot of hope, and I see a lot of lives changed. So we're sitting in a safe house here in Northeast Ohio, where we will be open sometime before the end of this year, and we're super excited about that. So this will be for adult victims of human trafficking, and they will be coming to us through many different avenues. We recently have had sting operations where many girls have been rescued, and I want people to wonder, well, what happens to them now? I mean, they do get picked up. They get picked up by law enforcement. Law enforcement really doesn't have a whole lot of options other than locking them up. And that's not a way that we're supposed to be treating these victims of trafficking. We a lot of times will get that confused and call them criminals rather than the victims that they are, because they might be out soliciting, and that's against the law. So they're arrested, so they're put in jail. Now they've got a felony. Now they don't have the opportunity to get an education, and they can't get decent jobs, when it all began with her becoming a victim of trafficking. So I want people to realize that we have victims here. We have very, very few resources, and we have even fewer beds available that will bring in a victim of trafficking specifically for that purpose. I mean, we have shelters and other types of things that will help in some ways, but I believe that we need a more holistic approach to this, and we need to be able to show them that they can be here for a long period of time, that we can help them with their education, their living, social skills, all different medical needs, counseling needs. We want to do the whole gambit for them, and that takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of resources, a lot of help, and that's what we want to be for them here. I want people to know that this is just one, and we need many more like it. We have roughly 30 acres here at this safe house, and I think part of the therapy for these women is going to be having animals, and I myself enjoy having a dog in my house, and I would like to see some therapeutic dogs here, and even going from that to maybe having some goats or chickens, ducks. I just think the women that would come here would just get a real kick out of having something to care for them, that loves them back unconditionally. You know, if you're a pet owner, that usually the dog will love you no matter what you do. And I just think the girls need to see that they can be loved. So I'm excited to fill this whole place up with the women, and then to bring in the four-legged friends and the creatures, and to show them what it is to care for somebody else, and then to be loved in return.